So we went to Penang, um, and I just want to do. I didn't take any equipment, so this is just a desktop review. But just give all the information I can. See if it is useful. Um, it's. I think it's 3:30 in the morning. The market's a little bit quiet, so I'm just going to grab this opportunity to get my thoughts on Penang down. So the purpose of we're in mainland Malaysia, just south of KL, and Penang is a small island off the west coast. It's very popular. You hear loads of good things. It has. We've heard of a lot of business people. They like to live on Penang, and they either have a factory there or something just across. There's a bridge, and they have a factory just on the mainland. But the living in Penang seems very popular. So we thought we should go check it out. We were also there because my parents had planned a trip. My father passed away, and I wanted to fulfill that trip with my mum so that she could go to Penang. Let's jump onto the map so that we can look at what we're talking about. All right, so here we are, Malaysia, beautiful Malaysia. Indonesia on the side. Here's KL, and I've searched in Penang. So it's easy to get a flight from KL up to Penang. You'll see the Thai border just here. So you're not that far. I believe the next island up is a Thai island. Just that one there. So, or is that Langkawi? Oh, sorry, it's Langkawi. And sorry, it's the one north of Langkawi, which is a Thai island. But Penang down here, this is what we're talking about. Now, I want to. Some people don't know Google Flights, and it's been really handy since we've been here. And well, I wish I'd known about it sooner. So you whack in Google Flights, and then it's easiest if you know the code. So KUL is Kuala Lumpur Airport, and then I know that Penang is PEN. So you can get a nice, accurate search because you know your flights. But one thing I do like to do is if you just scroll down, you can explore the map. And on Google Flights, it's really cool. So you search in, here we go, somewhere in here, I can see Penang there. So if we put in KUL on the left, that then acts as your like hub. So say you do that one, see how the little line connects it? So it kind of shows you where it can fly. So here we are, here's the Penang one. 55 minutes, 96 ringgit with Air Asia non-stop from KUL, this is Kuala Lumpur Airport, to Penang. It's pretty handy. And the other option was if we just go back one, if we do here, this version, so this is the same, KUL to Penang. Let's do single trip. It then shows you the price and the date. So here we're looking at 48 ringgit to fly KL to Penang, and 48 ringgit really isn't a lot. That I think, like you can buy a jar of jam for 48 ringgit. So yeah, March you're looking at 48, 79, 120 at the end of March. Interesting, it jumps up. So is what I like to do if there's anywhere I'm interested in going. Get these get this calendar up and just see if there's any like obvious times when you don't want to be traveling. But generally 48 seems like a great price from Kuala Lumpur Airport to Penang Airport. Anyway, Google Flights is really handy, and if you haven't clicked around, it's definitely worth having a good click around. So just the last thing. So if we get in, here we are. So we're KUL, just so it has that as the base. And then when you scroll in, say you want to only fly an hour. Well, this is showing me all the prices. So I can go to Phuket for 390. I can go to Medan for 278. Singapore for 313. And then you can see the really expensive ones. So this place here in Indonesia, 2,345. So, maybe you'd skip that. To Kuantan, 139. Kota Baru, 111 or 111 ringgit. And there it is. There's Penang, 96 ringgit. So it's a really handy feature, Google Maps, if you haven't used it before. Right, so onto the map. Penang in here. So there's KL here. So if you were going to drive, you'd be navigating up. We didn't drive, we flew. And then you can see the two bridges here, and then into Penang Island. Now, you'll notice the east coast is a lot of houses, a lot of industry, a lot of stuff going on. And then the west coast really looks just green, lush jungle. So we were only there for 3 or 4 days, and we thought we would head up to the north side, up here, to the kind of resort beach area. I think you land, the airport is way down here. Here you go, airport, Penang International Airport. So when we were there, it was Diwali. If you don't know Diwali, it's an Indian celebration of light. It's either light or color. I think it's light. Everything around here and around Malaysia is another great thing about Malaysia. They celebrate all the holidays. So we've got Chinese New Year coming up. We had Diwali. We had the Christmas. We had the Standard New Year. Sorry, I don't want to say Standard New Year. We had the calendar New Year. We've got Chinese New Year coming. So all these holidays, not holidays, all these celebrations are embraced here. So anyway, so we landed here, and then it was Diwali, so we don't know if this is the norm, but we were then in traffic, a lot of traffic. And it was a very, very slow journey, making our way up through all this. But it was interesting, we were looking left, we were looking right, we were taking in the housing, the properties, the general feel of the place. I'm guessing we travelled on this main road. And we just got a transfer. No, we got a taxi from the airport. It wasn't a transfer. And we stayed in, I think it was the Shangri-La, if it's here. Just trying to find it. Lots of beaches. Shangri-La. Oh yeah, so we were around on this side. Yeah, so we travelled from the airport up and round. So this was all kind of a towny bit, and there'd be we didn't see any beaches on this very east coast. And then all the way up and round into Shangri-La. Now they just had some kind of storm, because all this beach was gone, and they were repairing it basically. So it was netted off. There were some diggers, and you can see they put in even block work before we were there. Yeah, so it wasn't the best beach to kind of, when it's kind of semi-shallow and you go in, like on Boracay, Philippines, on the white beach. You can walk in, you can people just kind of stand in the sea. It wasn't that kind of beach. It got deep real quick, and there was loads of parasail, jet skis. It was that kind of beach. And the fact that the sand had all been taken away meant that it was more your activity beach. So, and down when we went for a walk, so we were staying at that Shangri-La, and when you walk down here, it was just all activities, like the beach hawker guys, offering you all the jet skis, parasail. I think that was kind of it, just those two things. Yeah, I mean, there's water sport centre there. But once you got down here, the beach was intact, and we had some really nice strolls, like down here, down this beach. Loads of stuff going on, the usual food, drinks, shakes, the milkshakes. And it was a good beach to walk down. We met another expat who had a couple of dogs, who was a really friendly guy called Steve. And we had a long chat with Steve. He had lived here for 20 years or so, loved Penang. He said he always walked his dogs either on this beach or on... so this is Batu Feringhi Beach. It was nice, really nice. I had a good feel to it. So Shangri-La, if you're thinking about staying there, rooms are good. It was okay. The eating experience by the side of the pool in here was pretty good. Good breakfast, good selection. Way better than the place we stayed on Boracay in the Aqua. That I said the breakfast was not great. This one was good. Good rooms. Yeah, we hung out a few days by the pool. Yeah, no complaints. When we did this long walk, we went all the way up to, there's a butterfly center somewhere here. I'm gonna have to put it in. Oh, here you go. Butterfly farm. Weirdly, it was really cool. I've never seen so many massive butterflies, and I was actually really impressed with the place. You kept thinking it was going to end, but it just got better and better and better. So we got up there. I think the reason we were here is because we went up into a waterfall area up here, and as we exited, we saw this butterfly place, and we were like, oh, we might as well go in. And we noticed this huge dam right next. So this is a really steep slope. You can't tell from here, but that steps up to the top of this crazy big dam that's been set up. So yeah, there's Butterfly Farm. Here is I think we were trying to go hiking in this jungle, but we got about a mile in, and then you can kind of see here, that's a hike. But in here was some cool water pools. They like their waterfalls. They get the little ponds that appear. They just go hang out, cook some food, drink some drinks, and they really like just chilling out on this kind of waterfall. I mention it because where I'm from in the UK, there's no waterfalls, there's no pools that you can go and relax in, because it's freezing, and there's no waterfalls. So, for me, it's a special thing. But yeah, the locals seem to like to hang out at them in Malaysia, which is really nice. So yeah, we went there, went to the butterflies, usual thing, grabs on the Grab app to get around the place. We tried to go to another waterfall somewhere, but apparently it was no longer in existence. Yeah, and then back to this beach up here. Would I stay again? No, I think I'd try a different spot. We didn't have that many days, so once we'd done the butterflies and the waterfall, and we'd walked the beach and hung out at ours, that was kind of it for us. There's obviously a lot more to see, loads on this side. There's glamping, but yeah, I mean, I didn't go, so I shouldn't comment. And then we were taken back through the town, and again, fascinating ride, looking at everything that was going on. It's way more populated than I thought it was going to be, and way busier than I thought it was going to be. But as I said, that might have been just because of Diwali. But yeah, I think we definitely need to go back and to stay in a different area to investigate more. Because as I said, it was a super popular place with everyone we've met. They did recommend, we haven't tried it, but just as another way, if you don't want to fly, there's a train out of KL that apparently comes in the top side into Georgetown, and then it's much easier apparently to get to that top end if that's where you're staying. So that's what we'll try next time, the train and then into Georgetown. But I think that's it. That's all I like I said, I didn't want to unfortunately I didn't take my stuff, so I've got no images of this or anything. I'll try and do a better job next time. Alright, cheers. That's it.